Ronald, let's start off with having you tell us a little bit about your background and who are the Ghost Hunters Extraordinaire.
Well, you got me as the founder. I started the team back in 2014. We started it because I experienced a lot of stuff when I was, I experienced a lot of paranormal when I was a child, about 10 or 11 years old. My bedroom didn't have no windows. The only light source that came was from the bathroom light. I used to see shadows like people walk, on the walls at night when I was sleeping. And obviously, I thought it was just me being afraid of the dark, and being a kid. So, and then I started, as I got older, it was still going on. So I started experiencing other things as well, like not just shadows, but actual outlinings of spirits.
Oh, really? And so, how'd you, obviously it evolved into a love and a hobby, but at the time, I assume that was terrifying.
It was very terrifying. It scared me as a kid.
Right. So how'd you turn that into something that you actually pursued instead of were scared of?
Well, I started, like I said, with about 2014, 2015, I started to watch some of the paranormal shows on TV, and I realized that it wasn't something that was in my mind. And so I did some research on it through the online, and me and my best friend, we decided to start a team because we actually tried to join a couple other paranormal teams, and we didn't. With no responses back from them, we decided to start our own.
Yeah, I found that to be the case a lot when we're gunning around for guests and stuff like that. That there's a lot of non-responsive paranormal groups, and I think that's because maybe they no longer exist. That's I'm not implying that they're rude. I think that maybe their internet footprint is still there, but their group is not. So
in a sense, their presence online is a digital ghost.
Very clever.
Thank you. That shall be my contribution to the internet. I'm out. I'm good.
Thank you. This is one thing that Kara and I have talked about, going out and doing some of this stuff, but I don't know what it entails. I don't have the technological anything. The first time you guys went out and did this, how equipped were you? How ready for the game were you?
Well, we weren't really all that familiar with all the equipment and stuff. We just had regular camcorders, and I bought a voice recorder at Walmart. And we actually went to Fort Stanwix for the very first time. It was during the daytime because they don't allow any nighttime investigations. The Historical Society there will not allow it. So we went there during the daytime and then just kind of walked around and took pictures and took video and tried some EVPs. And later on that night when I went home, I actually seen a silhouette of a blonde woman, probably about 16, 17 years old, in a big blue ruffled dress, standing in the doorway between my living room and my kitchen. And it kind of made me jump a little bit, but I think that she was somebody who might have followed us home from the fort.
Is that a common thing, that things follow people home, and I guess really the question would be, when they follow you home, do they go back?
Yeah, they do eventually have to go back. I think it might have something to do with the energy field, that they have to absorb enough energy. And if they go to your house, they're away from their location where they spent most of their life, so they have to eventually go back.
So it's like you're dragging it and then it snaps back. And that's reassuring, I guess, is that
yeah.
You're not carrying it with you for the remainder of your days.